Yeah, it seems that now we are actually live, which is really great. Good. I wanted to talk a little bit about the concept of digital footprint, as I had a conversation, a presentation, um, yeah, webinar. Kind of, it was a webinar um, regarding something on LinkedIn, how to use your LinkedIn profile to attract more um, employers to your site, people that you want to work with. And it kind of gave me an idea on like what do I actually like to use LinkedIn for. And in a certain amount of in a certain moment, the concept of the CV um, came about, and that is like how I'm personally going to use LinkedIn is to use it as if it is my CV. So writing down, of course, all of your business opportunities and all of your business like stuff that you did in the past. Actually, just putting it there, your professional life, having that in order there, in combination of celebrating your achievements. If you have signed a new contract, a new interaction, a new client, could be as well, like like that, sharing those achievements that you're having, and yeah, of course, your testimonials, having that just ordered there, fully organized. So that is, of course, is then my LinkedIn. And on the other side, then we have the YouTube. YouTube for me will be a method, a place where I store information, share knowledge, the good and the best method that I actually can for those people who are currently following my journey and getting benefit out of this. So that is really focused on adding value on your life as an individual. So you can think about that one as um, courses, workshops, um, book reviews, or share knowledge on my journey and what I've learned, what kind of insights that I had, having that fully on YouTube. So including these kind of conversations. I think that will be a very wise thing to only do that on YouTube. Um, just because that platform is more focused on value. If you're looking for something, if you're looking for some a piece of knowledge, then it's just YouTube, basically. At least that's how I do it. Reddit or YouTube, but at least. Um, so that's a big one. Um, and then of course the other one is Instagram. Instagram is also a very useful platform, and by general, it's more the feel good stuff. So like having the amazing, or no, not even the feel good, but more the experiential experience. So that means if I am sitting at my cafe, enjoying my day, enjoying my life, my exercise, my sport, my journey, then I'm publicizing that into my YouTube. Sorry, on my Instagram channel. Just focus on that experiential experience, and having that fully there. And then on the other platform, what haven't we mentioned just yet? YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. Oh yeah, Facebook. And Facebook for me will be more for actual friends and family that I like um, to share a little bit more upon. Yeah, so I think I'm going to publicize things like the place that I'm currently living, if I have a new apartment, stuff like that. If I have new pets, something like that. If I'm doing some volunteer work, just like being very local and very friends, family, very close by. And yeah, so my Facebook will be maybe even in Dutch. I don't know, because I do have some English-speaking friends as well. Um, so I kind of need to tune into that one. But in the what I'm personally going to do is I'm going to map out this concept, like what to do on in which page, and that actually means being very selective on where to put certain things, pieces of value. Because on the other hand, like this is something that I based on this, I'm doing this partially. Eli, there's a guy called Eli. No idea what his last name is, and he is giving some amazing advice on Instagram on like body movements, physical flexibility, and the quality of like sitting, being healthy as a human being. And like I really love his content. Um, and on the other side, like my Instagram feed is not the place where I needed his content for this state. So based on that, I checked if he's actually here on YouTube. He was, so I followed him here, which is really amazing. And I unfollowed him on my Instagram feed, and I actually sent him a message, so I really love it. And I'm going to follow you on Instagram, on YouTube, sorry. Um, and having that separation will most probably really help my personal growth, maybe even, or my added benefit. Because what I noticed a little bit is um, as I am leaning into this level of value creation, content creation, but I reframe that into value creation because my main goal is to give you guys as much value as I can within this container. Is that I started using tips and tricks and values and publicizing that, for example, on my LinkedIn, how to get an email box out of zero, how to get this, how to get that, how to get that. And I noticed that that isn't really the thing that I want to promote there in that particular space. I want to have that fully on the business side, which is the professional side as making value for others. Different concept, but at least not having that allocated there. Same goes for my Instagram, being in that um, experiential, experiential state, and just having that feel good vibe a little bit there, and that will really, I think, will increase the level of my message because then I can speak more freely in the areas that I need to publicize in. Yeah, because what I noticed is I was flooding my Instagram with piece of knowledge, with lead magnets, like, hey, if you're struggling with this one, then this is the solution. And based on the interactions, of course, I barely had any interactions on those, uh, which is fine, but it's like tuning into that one as in, okay, how can you improve upon that? And how can you make that to the next step? Yeah, and based on that, this kind of came to my attention based on a conversation, really amazing conversation that I had just now with someone who's also very active on promoting, creating content, helping out more people with more insights and more knowledge. And yeah, that's really powerful. and I'm thinking about some old storylines, old conversations that I had about this topic. I'm like, ah, yeah, okay. Now I can kind of start to see what you meant with that subject. All right. Let me know how it resonates. Think about it, and if you can if you have mapped it out for yourself already, like where do you have your digital footprint? Where do you do in which platform do you do what? And because of course you also have like your own website if you have that current state. And then it's like, what do you do on that website comparison to the other platforms? Um, so it's really nice to have that separation. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, like actually going to write it down on my website as well, just timgoertz.com, like what to follow in which platform. Because then having that space of if someone chooses to have my LinkedIn, which is great, and it's just achievements there and like that business wise, or just Instagram if they're curious about me as an individual with my experiences, or my Facebook if you and I are close friends, then we can connect there. And it's very, or just follow me on YouTube as a result of getting value from me, stuff that I want to publicize. I think that's a very, very powerful one, and explaining that in my website, because my website is kind of the base point, and based on that, everything is distribution lines, and being very mindful on having that state. So that's the underlying idea. All right, let's set it up. Let's make it work. And I'm looking forward for the future. Have a great day. Bye bye.